What's going on YouTube? JT is reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my Godzilla and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Godzilla, issue number 3. This one is written by Tim Seeley, artwork by Farrell Pei, colors by Luis Antonio Delgado, letters and design by Brian Kolek, editors Jake Williams and Nicholas Nino. And anyway, so last issue we saw the Turtles work together to use their kind of mysticism to kind of calm down King Ghidorah. It's some of the ancient arts that were used to kind of battle, because given their current state, the Turtles can't exactly fight Godzilla and these other monsters as is. They have to use a different kind of method, a calming method of sorts. And we did kind of notice with the Turtles as of late, particularly with Donatello, he's felt a little bit out of sync with his brothers, given his technological side and how he was kind of getting along with that Emmy girl whose technology was, we come to find out, was stolen, which is being used for nefarious purposes. And we get a big reveal about her in this issue, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, so there's an out of sync nature with the brothers, and if they're not fully in sync, then they're not going to be able to use their mystic arts and all that, like the astral projection, those types of methods to try and calm the kaiju. And we also have Shredder and Krang, who are stealing this technology, including the kaiju gen, to we come to find out, to make their monsters much larger and more dangerous than ever before. So the Turtles again try to use their methods against Godzilla to try and show some sort of success like they did with King Ghidorah, but it isn't quite working and things kind of go wrong. Meanwhile, we have April, Casey, and Mondo Gecko, and they're trying to find a place to land, but then she's been having visions. She's being called to by the twin fairies, the Shobjin, and they decide to switch course to go to Infant Island, or I guess whatever they call it in this one. Shredder, of course, doing his thing. He ends up making giant-sized Bebop and Rocksteady by the end of the issue alongside Krang and the technology they stole. And then we come to find out that Emmy's grandfather was none other than the guy, Goro Ibuki, who created Jet Jaguar. And then we go from there. We see that Jet Jaguar isn't working, but with the help of Donatello, it looks like they can kind of fix things. And then, of course, we get the ending tease where April is going to become some sort of avatar for Mothra. Artwork in this thing is pretty solid from start to finish, and I kind of figured the tension going on between Donnie and that was going to be kind of the downfall of not being able to kind of like get things in sync with Godzilla right away. But I'm sure over time the lesson will be the brothers kind of have to accept Donatello's side. I mean, they were kind of talking about him when he was out of the room, and he felt kind of hurt by that, and that's what drove him to kind of go off on his own. But without them fully working together and cohesive and on the same wavelength with each other, it's just not going to work out. And Donnie's technological mind is kind of out of sync with the whole mystical art kind of side of things. Like, they're not on the same wavelength, and they got to find a way to do so. And that'll be the journey that they take on with this thing. But also, now that we have giant-sized Bebop and Rocksteady going into their fight, I think that should be kind of fun and interesting with Shredder and all that, using them as their lackey guinea pigs to invoke whatever nefarious plans that they have, and all the danger and everything kind of involved with it. Godzilla, of course, some cool moments in there as well, kind of sprinkled in throughout. Not much in terms of him this issue, but it is kind of neat to see them kind of climb on his back and try to do like their whole, because they have to be in physical contact with the kaiju in order to perform their mystical arts methods to try and calm them down. But Godzilla is just a pure ball of rage in this thing. But I thought it was a pretty entertaining issue. I like the stuff going on with the Turtles. I like kind of where Godzilla's role. We kind of basically have like 4 different things going on. We have the stuff with the Turtles and Donnie's kind of like that angle. We have April and Casey in that going off to Mothra. We have Godzilla, of course, and the monsters, their sort of thing. And then we have Shredder and Krang kind of like using Bebop and Rocksteady. So all the different moving pieces are coming together to form a pretty fun, exciting crossover. I was curious how they're going to pull this thing off, but they're finding ways to make it work. And now that we have the giant size Bebop and Rocksteady, I have a feeling they're going to use that technology to make the Turtles grow to kaiju size and maybe fight Godzilla or fight alongside him. We do have Jet Jaguar being brought into this thing, and any chance you can throw in Jet Jaguar, I'm usually pretty happy. I love Jet Jaguar, and I just want to see. I want to see more Jet Jaguar. Put Jet Jaguar in another movie. That's what I want to see. Maybe Supernova or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. But overall consensus, this is a pretty fun comic book. And if you're a Turtles fan, if you're a Godzilla fan, there's a lot to like in this thing. So I was curious to see how they pulled off, but so far they've been doing a pretty good job. But yeah, it's kind of wild. Godzilla's crossed over with so much stuff lately. I mean, think about it. Crossed over with Marvel. Crossed over with the Ninja Turtles. crossed over with the Power Rangers, crossed over with the Justice League and all that, crossed over with the Great Gatsby and a few other literary characters for some crazy wacky reason. I mean, Godzilla just kind of all over the place, and they have the Fortnite collabs or whatever, and just, it's a great time to be a fan. A lot of fun stuff to be had with this thing, and of course the artwork in this thing is also really good from start to finish. Kind of really works in the showcasing the expression of the turtles, the action bits as well, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it overall. So yeah, and with that said, I should finally be all caught up with my Godzilla comic book reviews. I know I've been like trying to get them all out there for a while now, but we are finally all in sync, and it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good to finally be caught up. So, but anyways, I actually think I have one more comic book video I gotta catch up on, but that's DC related. So but for those who are not don't care about that, then and just want to see me talk about the Godzilla stuff, well, here you go. But anyways, if you have read this comic book, or if you have any particular thoughts on it, what do you think of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, all our fun stuff, and happy Valentine's Day. Hope everyone's having a nice, pleasant day. And as always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.